Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop.
In part one, we flattened the sole and the sides of the plane. Now we're going to remove the frog, clean the blade, clean the lever cap, clean the cap iron, and get the thing ready to go back together.
So now that I have the plane flattened, even though I sharpened the blade, I didn't do a whole lot towards taking the rust off the blade itself. So I'm just going to run that over this sandpaper and clean that up. I'm being careful not to get my fingers over the edge. I really don't want to slice myself. Now, same thing here. I'm going to round the edges of this. That way, if I'm working on the plane, I'm not going to pick this up by this sharp edge and cut myself. Now this plane doesn't have this. This plane doesn't have the problem. But some people, for some strange reason, thought that it was important to tap on the top of the blade. I've been told that people use these as mortising chisels when they're putting in door hinges. They'll take the blade out and they'll tap on the back of it to shave out the wood. Well, you can do that. I don't recommend it. It's obviously something some people do, but that's what chisels are for. They're made for it. But occasionally you will find a plane with this end all hammered up. I would say take those hammer marks off of it. Use a file them down, use a grinder if you can't get to it with a file. Obviously don't take off more than you absolutely need to, but dull those edges, because where that hammer mark is, it's like a little razor. And all this work is just to make it look nice. It has no effect on the plane's operation. That's all down here. Anything I'm doing up here at the top, just to make it look nice. I'm using sandpaper. There's nothing wrong with using a wire brush. The thing sandpaper does for you is it makes the surface flat. On this piece, doesn't matter. I do want to take the rust off the plates because rust generates rust. The more rust you have on a part, the more rust it'll get. The water gets entrapped in that rough surface. And what I'm doing right here is just making sure this front edge is flat to the blade. So when I clamp this down, I want to have this surface here be flush to the blade itself. All I did on this is wire brush the knurling because getting down into the sandpaper on the knurling is a bit difficult. Flip those back together again. Set them off to the side so I don't bang into them. Then I'll wire brush this. Now this is called Clean Strip Green, Safer Paint Thinner. Now, it says it's 65% renewable content, lower fumes, no hazardous air pollution, no hazardous air pollutants. But it's white, thick white gummy stuff. Wasn't when I bought it. I think it absorbed water over time. Not exactly what I would call wonderful stuff, but I got most of a gallon of it. I'm going to use it up. But despite being told that it has no hazardous air pollutants, I don't want to get it on my hands. Now this little knob's a left-hand thread, and I can unscrew it, so I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to take these up and wash them off in the sink. And this stuff, even though it does take the dirt off, it's just disgusting. I might have to break an unwritten rule here at old Sneelock's workshop and just toss this crap. Because if I have to go through all kind of gyrations just to get the stuff off, it's really not worth the trouble. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.